on those strings, unable to bend, I never listened. Trying to prove it, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you.
Hey guys and gals, welcome back to my channel. So today I was meditating and don't mind my nails, mind your business. Here's a little bit of my vision board. So I'm just here sitting down on the floor meditating on my mat, and I want to talk about IVF. A lot of people don't know what IVF is, and I'm here to tell you. That's how I had my daughters, and I'm gonna let you know what it is. So I have my other phone. That's why I'm reading. That's why I'm looking away. So IVF, basically the definition, it means in vitro fertilization, meaning IVF, right? Now, in vitro fertilization is a process of fertilization where an egg is combined with sperm in vitro. The process involves monitoring and stimulating an individual's ovulatory process, that's when you ovulate, removing an ovum or ova from their ovaries, which is the egg. That's like the empty egg. It's not an embryo yet because it's not fertilized. So it's called an ovum, OVUM, or OVA, from their ovaries, from your ovaries, and letting sperm fertilize them in a culture medium in a laboratory. So basically, and it says during IVF, the protocol during IVF, mature eggs are collected, retrieved, that's the retrieval process, from your ovaries and fertilized by sperm in a lab. Then the fertilized egg embryo, that's where it's fertilized, right? That means there's a baby in the egg, or eggs, embryos with an S, are transferred to the uterus, meaning they put it back inside of you so you could carry full term. One full cycle of IVF takes about 3 weeks. Sometimes these steps are split into different parts of the process, and it could take longer. Now, let's talk about me, my process. Now, it took me over 10 years to finally carry a baby full term. That doesn't mean it took me 10 years to get pregnant. Let's get this straight. I was married 10 years, and during that time, I was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I got pregnant, correct? I had twins. I got pregnant again. I lost them. I got pregnant again. I had a couple sets of children that I lost, right? Only for me to realize that this man wasn't for me. Yeah. That's where we women come in and we try to make it work. It doesn't work. That's another video, right? But I was trying. I didn't want my marriage to make it look like I failed. So whatever. But I had to basically realize after 2013, I got divorced. It was finalized. I basically was like, you know what? I'm going to be a mother. So I went the IVF route. Now, I had a friend, and she is the same sex descent. You know, I'm not saying any names. And her wife at the time, her ex-wife, they had a baby, right? They were having a baby. I'm like, how y'all do that? 2 women having a baby? I'm like, wait, what? So that's where IVF, the idea came to my mind. And I even told her, I was like, I never even thought of that. So I needed to know what was going on. My last in 2011, that's the last time I was pregnant naturally. So I basically had to get an emergency, I don't even want to say C-section, but they had to basically take the babies out because I had caught I caught a UTI. So, I mean, what is it called? I call it a STI. It's not a STD, it's like a STI. Anyway, so it poisoned at the time, my boyfriend, that's what he was called, right? He was sleeping around, and I got, you know, when you're pregnant, we all know, people that have children, y'all are very hormonal, you're very sexual, you're very aroused by your mate, right? Either you are or you're not. Those are different pregnancies. So I was aroused, and I wasn't sleeping with him for like 3 months. But then, you know, I couldn't contain myself because we sleep in the same bed. It's natural. So, and my thing is, him knowing that he had something, him knowing that he was sleeping around unprotected, why would you do that? Because it took us like a year to get pregnant. Like, we were trying for a year. So we went and we found out he had low sperm count. So it wasn't me that was the problem, it was him. Okay, whatever. Because he was like an albino, right? He had all these issues going on with him. He was embarrassed about it. I didn't care, because to me, he had like blue eyes, blonde hair. I thought he was fine, right? Because he was black. So of course he had like the stuff in the bottom, right? He was like the perfect thing to me. Like, he was, anyway. So I was like, my baby gonna come out looking bomb and amazing. But no, that didn't happen. So I lost the twins. Those were twins. And they took my fallopian tubes. So to make a long story short, I'm not gonna go back to that. Now I had to do IVF. So now when I broke up with him, I went to the doctor. It took us 3 years. So what I did was I paid, it was like, let's say $50,000, right? I worked for the state in Staten Island, and I basically, the insurance that they had, the Empire plan. So if y'all have the Empire plan, it pays for 75 to 80%, or sometimes 90% of your IVF. They pay for it. So you don't have to pay co-pays and all this. You might have to pay the doctor copay, but you don't have to pay the insurance copay, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Yeah. Those co-pays, they could be like $75, $100, $200. I don't even know. But to see my doctor, it was $250 or $275. The first consult, like just to see him and talk to him. Like we talking right now, it's free. It's not free for a doctor, a specialist. So I don't see doctors right now. I see specialists. Like I don't go to a GYN because what they gonna look for? My fallopian tubes is in the wind somewhere, right? So basically when I go to a doctor and I take my daughter, I basically have to see a specialist. I see mine still. I still go to New York to see mine. Even though I don't live there anymore, I don't care. I go there because my babies are in New York, right? So I have to travel back and forth, but it's a lot. Now, they in the freezer. My correction, they're in the freezer. So when I'm ready to get pregnant again, I just go back and, like I told you, just put the embryo back in my body, right? The transfer, it's called transfer. So they retrieved all my eggs, they fertilized it, I have all my babies, and when I'm ready to get pregnant, I'll go back and I'll just do it again, right? If I'm not married at the time, whatever have you, whatever difficulties might pop up, but they won't. It's like you manifest your life, so it won't pop up. Now, if you are having trouble, so basically, if you're having trouble and it's taking you over 2 years to get pregnant, go to the doctor. Go to a specialist. Don't be embarrassed. Just, if you want to be a mother, go. Just go to the doctor and tell them you're having trouble. Let them check you. Let them take your blood work. Because sometimes, let me tell you something. You could be sleeping with a man and sleeping with a woman. Well, sleeping with a man, and his sperm is basically, you're allergic to it. So your eggs would always kick it out. You would never get pregnant by that man. That's why people cheat and they get pregnant instantly by somebody else, because the sperm, it doesn't work. Or if you have the same blood type, it won't work. Like 2 negatives, they don't make a positive in the world of reproduction, in the world of creation, right? Recreation. If you're trying to make a baby, you have to research stuff. It don't even just take laying down and sleeping with somebody. That's how you catch AIDS. Let's be for real. Now, go to the doctor, take prenatals, get your body right, stop eating all that nasty stuff, cut out pork, cut out all those things, because they block you. They give off these nasty things that block you. If I have B negative, I have to have AB positive. If I have B positive, I have to have AB negative. You get what I'm saying? Or you could have O. If somebody has O, that's universal. But a lot of Caucasian people, I would say, they don't have a lot of O. They don't have it unless they're mixed with something else. But you don't find that you go to a sperm bank and you get a donor. You could get a donor that wants to know the children. You could get a donor that doesn't, like an anonymous donor. You pay for it. If you want to get somebody that you know, I don't advise that, because when it's not working out, honey, you're going to be in court. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. You'll be in court. He could act like he doesn't want, he'll tell you like, oh, you could just use his sperm. No. Listen, these men, don't trust them, please. Just don't trust them with a 10-foot pole. Don't trust them with a toothpick. You know, don't even do a 10-foot pole. Do like a toothpick. You know a toothpick? If you can't trust him with a toothpick pole, that little tiny toothpick you put in your mouth, deuces. So anyway, that's what you do. First thing, you got to clean out your body. You got to get flushes. You got to clean everything. You got to detox. I got a colonic. I got all kinds of things. Anyway, my process took me 3 years. So 3 years, I did basically, when I first went to the specialist, when he first saw me, he told me that first, I had scar tissue. Remember, I had that like cut. They had to take the babies out, so I had scar tissue. Then I had ovarian cysts. If you women have ovarian cysts, y'all have to get rid of that. You have to find out what you eating that's causing it. You have to stop. First of all, stop having sex. If you have an ovarian cyst, that's usually comes with bacteria. It's bacteria after you have your menstruation. So, you know, period, whatever y'all want to call it, monthly, you know, whatever have you. Auntie Judy's visiting, I don't know, whatever. So when you, after you have that, try to clean it. Stop douching, stop sticking stuff up your cooch. I'll say cooch. Stop sticking stuff up there, because you naturally have a cleaner. Even like, say some women smell like fishy, they smell funny. If you smell fishy, go to the doctor. You probably have an infection. You have some type of bacteria. A lot of people got BV. BV is like when a man sleeps with another man and he comes sleeps with a woman, you get BV. I don't care. Don't tell me nothing. That's what happens, because that's like you're having feces in your vagina. So let's be for real. Stop. That's how you know. Or he's sleeping with a woman and the woman is sleeping with a man and the man is sleeping with a man and the woman it's all that nasty. That's how people catch BV. BV is not normal. It's not a normal STD. So stop. People just wake up and stop being nasty. I hear a lot of stories. They nasty. Anyway, if you serious about doing whatever you're doing, research it. All you have to do is research IVF specialist near me, IVF reviews near me, IVF specialist, IVF review, or it's also called IUI. So an IUI is when you still have your fallopian tubes and you basically have your partner go ejaculate, or a donor. You don't have to be with someone. You don't have to be in a relationship to get pregnant. Okay, you don't. I had a baby by myself, with myself. I have my daughters. Don't worry about that. You don't focus on this stuff, okay? Because the right person will find you when they're ready, when you're ready. It's not them, it's you. Because you narrate your life, your world. You the creator, hello, of your universe. That's why it's called universe. Anyway, so basically, you go to the doctor, get yourself checked out, and you could basically, if you still have your fallopian tube, like say some people have one fallopian tube, you could go at the time, y'all will monitor it, because you only have like a 1 week interval where you're fertile. So you'll go before you are supposed to get your period. That's how it works, because you know your body drops the eggs. You don't want that. So you're gonna go when you're at your prime fertility day. Your doctor knows it, because you're gonna monitor it. That's when you're usually hot. Like, you know, a time of the month you get real hot. That day that you're really hot, sweating all the time, you're fertile. You need to have sex with whoever you with, or you need to go do what you gotta do to have your baby. So you'll go, they'll put it in a needle and they'll have like a tube attached to it, and he'll ejaculate if you have a person, and the doctor will inseminate indirectly into your fallopian tube, into your ovaries, into your uterus. No, into your ovaries, fertilize the egg, and the eggs will drop through your fallopian tube, because that's what it's for. It's like a tunnel for a train. It goes straight. It takes it from the ovaries, which are like these little two balls on the side of you. Your pelvis, your stomach on the bottom is on the left and the right. Those are your ovaries. Then, you know, like where your bikini line is, that's where it is. And then it goes down. It looks like a V. It goes down into the fallopian tubes, if you have it, and right into the uterus. And it's plop. Then your belly starts growing, because the uterus is your womb, right? So there you go. So it took me 3 years. I did 2 rounds, and I have all my kids. So, like, to me, the needles were a lot. That's why I have it on my channel. I show y'all the process, because I did it by myself. I didn't know anyone that knew about IVF. To me, I thought it was cool. So I basically went and got a donor that wants to know their children. So when my daughters, they turn 18, they're going to know their father. Yes, isn't that beautiful? I can't wait. So I just can't wait to see, like, him, like, you gave me all these, like, he's a blessing. Like, you gave me all these beautiful baby girls. Like, oh my God. Oh, you made me a mother. Like, he gave me the best gift on earth. He doesn't even know it yet, but it's crazy. He knows that he has kids, of course. They tell him every time I get pregnant, they let him know you have a healthy baby girl or you have a healthy baby boy. He knows when the woman gets pregnant, and he knows when the woman has a baby. Isn't that cool? Like, wow, that's amazing. it's an amazing process, and I wish you all the best. If you're trying to do it, I send you baby dust. I sprinkle a lot of baby dust over you. God bless you. Bless your womb. Protect your womb. Keep yourself celibate if you have to. Watch who you sleep with. Don't sleep around. Just keep yourself clean, because this is a very sterile process. My ex that I was with at the time, he was cheating, so I had to dump him, obviously, because he didn't know I was doing my IVF. And if he would have known, he would have sabotaged it. And that's the demons that you encounter. People are jealous. Even though they have children, they don't want you to, they want to be your number one priority, like a child. No. So you have to stick needles in your butt, in your belly, do all of that. But if you go in the beginning of my videos, you'll see I have TTC, which is trying to conceive. I have all my IVF videos where I go my first rounds. I show you all the progesterone shots you have to do. These are like 18 gauge needles. You stick it in your butt. Oh my God. I can't even think about it. It hurts so bad. Like, my butt was bleeding. Like, the hole that it leaves. I called my doctor at midnight. I love my doctor. I love my doctor. Oh my goodness. Dr. Kofinas, you are the man. The man. He knows it. He knows it. Hey, doc. So, let me tell you. It's a lot, but you could do it. You could do it. I did it, and so can you. That's why I'm here to tell you. I don't care. I don't care what you have to do. Suck it up. Change your diet. That's why I went vegan, because once I went vegan, I cleaned out my body. No more meat, no more nothing. Plant-based, and I'm still on a plant-based diet. That's why I look so young, honey. 40 never looks so good. I don't even know. I can't believe I'm 40. I don't even know. I don't even want to repeat that. Okay, anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Liking, subscribing, sharing. Thanks for your donations. I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone that shopped at my Etsy shop. All my loyal customers that I have, my local customers I deliver to. I love y'all. And it's Nova's Kitchen. And if you want all your medicinal needs, be the reason someone smiles today. And protect your energy, guys. I'll see y'all in my next video. And congratulations.